Blessed day, my people. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the DPP ruling out the murder charges in Jasmine Deen case. And that's a 20-year-old girl who is visually impaired. She also attended the University of the West Indies, and she has been missing since February 2020. So yes, people, and also I want to talk about Andrea Garden. That's the banker who stole over $30 million from the bank. And you know, she gets sentenced to 7.5 years. A lot of persons upset, them feel like she should have get more than 7.5 years. So she's actually apologizing to her daughter because, of course, you know, so she have kids and all them things. So just imagine how the kids them feel right about now. So anyway, people, before me get into the stories, I'm begging you to go over to my YouTube channel, News Mix. I'm going to put the link for that in the comment section, and also follow me on Instagram, MixUpTime4. I'm going to put the link for that in the comment section as well. So yes, people, we're going to be talking about the Jasmine Deen situation first. So this is basically breaking news, right? So it says the two men who were detained in relation to the disappearance of Jasmine Deen will not be charged for murder, says the Director of Public Prosecutions. The DPP has ruled that the police need to do further investigation. As such, the police cannot proceed with murder charges. So people, I believe if you can't charge them with anything at all, right, you have to go let them go. And just in case you don't remember the man, them age and so forth, I'm going to tell you now them age and thing. And one of them was 40-year-old Tamar Henry, otherwise called Braff and Lavish of Bull Bay, St. Andrew. And the other one was 36-year-old Gregor Wright, otherwise called G. Both of them they charge, well, at first they charged them with the offenses of possession of identity information, 8 counts of unauthorized access to computer data, and simple larceny. Henry was also charged with the offense of possession of identity information and breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. So people, a lot of persons are upset right about now, and you know, them feel like the justice system fail again. But what I don't understand, you know, people, what were they doing with her information, with her identity and all of them things, right? Because I think them did find our ATM card or something like that, and also some ID and them thing, right? So what them do with our identification card if them never have nothing to do with it? You understand what I say, people? It just look away, and that is a question where a lot of persons have to ask. And as I say, a lot of persons are upset. They are leaving some very rude comments right about now about the justice system, and I'm going to show you guys a few of the comments them. So one person said, bro, if I even the body will want, you know, shape my head, cover her family, Lord. An next person said, really? Why did they have her stuff? Kiss me teeth, me can't bother, I'm so over us. My next person said, my heart a cry all over again. Reform the justice system, no please. The proper investigations, no please. Lord have mercy. My next person says, so Jasmine Deen just missing and gone, so no justice, no consequences, no closure. Mighty God, no sir. And many more we not even know about. Me just fail to believe that nobody know where or what happened to this little lady. This is just heartbreaking. This is why violence can't stop. People just feel it better if them just deal with things themselves than get the law involved. Shake my head. I pray her family strength to deal with this added disappointment. Lord, grant them peace of some kind, please. You understand? Only more comments is there, but of course, I can't spend all day reading comments. So some persons, as I said, they are disappointed with the justice system. Some people across the DPP, you know, them have all different type of things to say. But what I want to know is, how do you feel about this? Do you think that because them can't find the body, that's the reason why them have to release the man them? Because remember, with the whole Vibes Cartel situation, you know, people, them couldn't find a body, but yet still, he must serve life, even though voice note did come out and thing. But them never have nobody. So, me not even feel like said that is an excuse. The police, them just need to do proper investigation. And some look upon it. You get my people? Nah, this the police, them still, because sometimes them do good, but whenever time them feel in a certain way, we have to definitely call them out. You know, we see the father come out and him plea and him beg and him, you know, him say a whole heap of things. So just imagine how him feel right about now, because I think him just said I hope to get some form of justice, being that them can't find the daughter body none at all. And then right now, if you go get this type of news, I'm sure say I'm going to probably break down and cry. So this is definitely something sad right about now, people. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. So now we're going to talk about the NCB ex-banker Andrea Garden. So it says, disbelief, denial, and anger. Ex-banker to serve 7 years for stealing 34 million, apologizes to son and daughter. Andrea Gordon, the former National Commercial Bank executive who will spend just under 8 years in prison for siphoning off 34 million from that entity, is apologizing to her 2 adult children who say they are still caught up in disbelief, denial and anger. According to information shared ahead of Gordon's sentencing in the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston yesterday, her son, Deen French, who is before the Halfway Tree Criminal Court along with his father, Lloyd French, on related fraud charges, is upset with her for implicating him in the matter, while her daughter, a 21-year-old university student overseas, is still in denial. Gordon's son told a social worker that his mother, who was his best friend, had acted out of character. He claimed that when he heard of the matter, he was in disbelief and could not understand why she had gotten herself in that situation. Her daughter, who described her mother as a confidant and a professional person working and respected individual, said she always gave the impression that she was holding everything together well. The daughter said the news of her mother's arrest was shocking and that she is still in disbelief. 52-year-old Gordon, who was employed to the bank for approximately 30 years, was, at the time of her arrest and charge, the manager at the bank's operations center at 29 Trafalgar Road in St. Andrew. The last recorded salary for Gordon was in the amount of just over 11.1 million annually. An internal probe was triggered after information received revealed that Gordon's assigned password has been used to access the bank system and several transactions posted, which constituted a breach of the bank's policies. The transactions, which appeared to be fraudulent, saw funds from the bank's internal accounts being posted to Gordon's account, as well as accounts belonging to relatives and other customers, with several amounts being for items of clothing and accessories. According to the allegations before the court, investigations revealed that Gordon posted approximately 282 suspicious transactions totaling over 111 million. The transactions were done between February 2017 and May 2020. She was, however, indicted for only 34 million. Yesterday, a subdued Gordon, dressed similarly to when she last appeared in court in April, sat in the dock, her head bowed, as the details of a police antecedent report and a social enquiry report were read into the records of the court. According to the social enquiry report, the ex-banker, who accepted responsibility for her actions, had tearfully disclosed that she ran into financial difficulties in 2017 when renovating her 30 Coolwater Avenue house in St. Andrew. She claimed she conceived the plan on her own to take the money to cover construction costs for the 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom structure. The disgraced banker, who admitted she knew her behavior was wrong and had struggled from the outset, said the situation has been extremely traumatizing for herself and her family, and that she cannot think of anything worse that she could have done. To her, nothing she did makes any sense, but she accepts full responsibility. The court was told it also heard that Gardner had said she was extremely ashamed and tormented, that she had betrayed her family, employer, co-workers and friends, as she was someone they look up to. She indicated that her son is upset with her for implicating him in the matter, and for that she is sorry. The court was also told, according to the probation officer, Gordon, who appeared remorseful, seemed to have used her years of experience at the bank to deceive her employers, adding that her explanation of being sidetracked is appalling. She also said, based on the circumstances and the banker's background, she cannot be taken lightly. Yesterday, Gordon attorney Vincent Wellesley, in his plea in mitigation, emphasized that his client, based on the fact that she pleaded guilty at the first opportunity, should benefit from the full 50% discount provided for in law for such instances. He said the fact that she had waived her right to go to trial instead of letting the matter lag was another reason for the court to show leniency. On April 29th, Gordon pleaded guilty to 13 counts of indictment, charging her with 3 counts of larceny as a servant, 3 counts of cybercrime, and 7 counts of money laundering. Supreme Court Justice Lorna Shelley Williams, handing down the verdict yesterday, said Gordon's action constituted a breach of trust in respect to the 3 counts of larceny as a servant. Counts 1, 2, and 3 on the indictment, Gordon was sentenced to 5 years and 4 months on each count. Regarding the 3 counts of cybercrime, counts 4, 5, and 6 on the indictment. She was sentenced to 2 years and 11 months on each count. In relation to the 7 counts of money laundering, she was sentenced to 7 years and 6 months on each count. The sentences amount to just over 77 years. However, they will run concurrently, making it so that she will spend the longest of 3 sentences, effectively 7 years and 6 months. Gordon, who will mark her 53rd birthday this Saturday, benefited from the 20% discount from her guilty plea in respect of each count, and also received further reduction based on the months spent in custody ahead of sentencing. Meanwhile, a case management hearing in relation to an application for a forfeiture and pecuniary penalty order filed by the Financial Investigators Division on behalf of the Assets Recovery Agency is scheduled for July the 9th. The FID in April had signaled its intention to recoup under the Proceeds of Crime Act any wealth gained by Gordon. The order is one of 2 which may be against an individual after convicted. So yes, people, 7 years and 6 months, 7.5 years, that is what she basically get. And you don't know how the thing, a lot of persons feel like the justice system is a joke. Now let me know how you guys feel about this. But the only thing I can say, people, she feel just glad, say that's all she get. That's the only thing I can say. Because trust me, she is very, very lucky. Them have a whole heap of leniency upon her, you understand? So basically, I know them are going to probably freeze her house, them are going to take the house, them are going to take the car, anything we should have, right? But them say, all of the things them we should do, right? It come up to over 100 and odd million, but basically them only charge her for 34 million. So I see some people that say she going to come out to a whole heap of money. So I don't know if she have some money tucked away somewhere, because you don't know how the thing go. The money did that spread out to other accounts and them thing, they understand? So, I don't know still, people. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And don't forget to follow my YouTube channel, News Mix. I'm going to put the link for that in the comment section. And also follow me on Instagram, MixUpTime4. Bless upon yourself and keep safe. I'm out.